All right, so we're given an integral expression and we're asked which of the sigma expressions, which of the sums is the same. This is mostly process of elimination. So a couple things are happening here, right? The first thing is that it's very likely that this thing sitting at the end, right, this thing is probably your delta x. That's usually the case. So let's just color code that. That is generally dx, right, or your change in x. So the reason that's worth noting is because I noticed that I am going 2 units, right? So 5 minus 3 over n is probably going to be a 2 over n. So it is very likely that it is one of these two answers, right? The second thing I'm going to notice is that when I plug in the bottom value, the start value, I should be getting a 3 inside the function, right? So if you plug in so notice that bottom bound starts as a 3, right? So if I plug in the start value of k is 1, right, I get that this is, so that would be true for either of these. So let's just see what happens if I plug in k as 1, right? This is the limit as n approaches infinity of a 3 plus 1 over n to the fourth. Well, if n's approaching infinity, that's a 3 on the inside, right? Because it's 3 plus 0. So that checks out for actually both of those, right? But then when I plug in the top value, where k is n, right, I should be getting a 5. So let's try that one. So the limit as n approaches infinity. And I'm going to use, I used this one the first time. So I did this one, right, because I didn't get 2 over n. So I'm trying this one. If this one fails, I can make a solid guess it's the second one. So this would be a 3 plus, well, if k is n, right, so this is n over n, that's just a 1. So that's going to be a 4. Well, the top bound's not supposed to be a 4, so it's not this one. So then I look at d and I think, hey, it's probably d, but let's go ahead and check that top bound. If I make sure that k is my n on this one, I'm going to get a 3 plus 2n over n, and sure enough, there's my 5, right? This is a 5 to the fourth, and that's what my top bound's supposed to be, so it's answer D. It's mostly a process of elimination. Again, you can usually eliminate a couple choices by the dx. Now, you should be careful because occasionally they factor out a coefficient or something to mess with you, but it's usually a good indicator that you can find this dx by doing b minus a over n. All right.